A lone entity descends through the dark turbulence of the cosmos, carrying a massive chain and the key to an abyss. Human history is about to be violently interrupted. The target is the ancient antagonist of humanity, the dragon, known as Satan. There is no battle. The entity seizes him, binds him in the heavy chain, and casts him into a bottomless pit, locking the entrance with a divine seal. Instantly, a heavy silence falls over the earth. The architect of global deception is gone. For the first time since the dawn of civilization, the nations function without the influence of a dedicated adversary. The seal on this prison is not permanent. The prophecy specifies a strict timeframe of 1,000 years, after which the entity must be loosed for a final season. During this 1,000-year lockdown, the Earth experiences an era of unbroken global peace. Without a deceptive force driving conflict, the machinery of war stands idle and borders cease to matter. Simultaneously, those who were executed for refusing the mark of the beast are brought back to life. This is the first resurrection, a specific vindication for those who chose death over compromise. These former outcasts are elevated to supreme authority. They occupy a row of ancient stone thrones, ruling and judging alongside Christ for the duration of the Millennium. This 1,000-year span demonstrates humanity's potential under perfect divine rule. It serves as the quiet, lingering calm before the final storm of history. The moment the 1,000 years expire, the bottomless pit is unsealed. The dragon returns to the surface, stepping out of his prison and back into the world of men. He immediately resumes his work. He sweeps across the four corners of the globe, gathering followers with the same deceptive efficiency he used at the beginning of time. He assembles a global insurgency known as Gog and Magog. The text compares their numbers to the sand of the sea. They swarm across the earth, moving toward a single target. 1,000 years of perfect peace and divine rule vanishes in a single generation. The dragon emerges to find a world ready to follow him into one final, massive insurgency. The massive armies close in, completely surrounding the camp of the saints and the beloved city. A prolonged, bloody clash seems certain. The war ends before it can begin. Fire falls from heaven and devours the invading force in an instant. The dragon is seized for the last time. He is cast permanently into the lake of fire and brimstone, joined by the beast and the false prophet to face continuous torment. The era of physical warfare and mass deception is over. All earthly distractions are stripped away to make room for absolute individual justice. In the resulting vacuum, a great white throne emerges. The entity seated upon it radiates a majesty so intense that physical reality itself recoils. The earth and the sky flee from his face. The physical universe cannot withstand the weight of this presence. The mountains and clouds dissolve, leaving nowhere to hide. Every human hierarchy is leveled. The dead, from the most powerful kings to the most obscure peasants, are brought forth to stand together in the dark void before the bench. This is the highest legal accounting in existence. Earthly wealth and status offer no protection. They are meaningless before the scrutiny of ultimate justice. The court relies on two sources of evidence: the ledgers of human deeds and the singular book of life. The oceans, graves, and hell deliver their occupants, funneling directly into judgment. Death and hell are then thrown into the lake of fire. Death is eradicated. This is the second death, a permanent reality for any individual whose name is missing from the book of life. Every human life eventually steps out of time and into this waiting room. When the physical world falls away, only the record remains. And when that final ledger is opened, only the names written in the book of life endure.